birthday, Gemini. It's Amanda here with your June 2019 RuneScope. This month, and along with our runes, I will be using the Golden Tarot by Cat Black. Then as always, be sure to join me for part 2 of your June reading over on my Vimeo channel. I will be pulling and interpreting one card from the Ascended Masters Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. That link to Vimeo is below in the description box. Just click the little arrow below the video and to open that section. And if you would like to support the channel, then please do subscribe and share it on social media with your friends and family. Maybe they will find it helpful as well. Let's get our runes cast for Gemini, the birthday runes for Gemini. What's going on with Geminis in June? There it is. So as always, keep in mind, Gemini, these are general readings. So not all of these messages will be for you. It's not a personal reading. I have to give messages to the other Geminis watching as well. So you can always check the video for your rising sign as well to hopefully get additional messages and information. But if you would like a birthday reading, that's a great time to get one because it's actually the start of your personal new year. So if you want to check out what's going to be going on for you for the next year, drop me a line at my email address and we can certainly set up an appointment for you and take a look for you specifically. But in general, we're going to start in the present energy. So for most of you, this is going to be end of May going into June. Maybe the energy going on. If you're watching it later in the month, it could be what's happening around you whenever you're watching. But the 10 of Coins in reverse. So, see what's coming through with the rim here. Well, some of you could be dealing with a partnership issue, trying to straighten out, especially a business partnership with the coins, the 10 of Coins. This could also be a family relationship, but money's involved, so a family business. It could be inheritance, a will, probate, something like that going on. Maybe like trying to get a payout, waiting on a payout, waiting on funds. But yeah, this has a lot of associations with family money. And in the reverse, there could be a delay, or there's maybe something is, maybe you thought there was a certain amount coming to you from a payout, or a will, or something of that nature, property even that would be coming to you. And you may find out that it's delayed, or it's being contested, or there's maybe not as much in there, or it's going to someone else. There's something to where something's come into question with this. Now, for some of you, this may not be you at all. It could be your partner, because we've got the rune of Gifu, which is the rune of your partner, marriage. But yeah, if you are in business with family, if you have a business partnership with a family member, or your spouse does, or they're it could apply to them, and because this is going on, it's affecting you because it's affecting them, and you, of course, their money situation affects you too if you're married. So, so yeah, this could just be a delay. It doesn't mean that it's going to be like a bad thing, but I do feel like there's like something needs to be examined. But yeah, in the reverse, the 10 of Coins can sometimes be the coffers are empty when they should have been full, or like somebody was telling a fib about how much money they had and how much would be going to people when they passed away, or something of that nature. Let's see if there's anything else coming through with this. Some of you could be finding out, if you have been dating someone for a while, you could be finding out that maybe they've been less than honest about their like financial situation. Honestly, with the 10 of Coins, it could have been somebody who was acting like they were wealthy or well off, and you're finding out that they don't even have a job, or there's something. It's like the emperor with no clothes. Kind of, that's the download I was getting there. So yeah, there's somebody was pretending that their situation was at a certain level, and you may just be discovering that it's not. And Gemini, I mean, this is a general reading, so it can always work both ways. Maybe it's you that have been pretending that you're well off, or you've got family money, or whatever, and your partner's finding out that that's not the case, or you're trying to figure out, like, how am I going to keep this illusion going? But I really feel like for most of you, this would be like someone that you. It could also be somebody who does come from from privilege, from a family of wealth, who has been cast out, or have like they're on the outs, so they're not going to be like they're not receiving the benefit from that anymore. They're not receiving, but maybe, you know, you're like, well, you know, we'll get through this. You may be supporting someone through that. This could be something you're dealing with yourself, but it could also just be family not digging your partner. For some of you, it could be as simple as that. Again, a general reading. So those are a few ways I'm getting. You're in a private reading, it may be something totally different. So yeah, this is something that you're dealing with, but maybe it's not one of those specific things. We can always take a look specifically for you if you would like, and see how this is working out, and maybe where it's going to end up, or what steps you can take to rectify this. But the challenge or the focus at some point in the month, we've got Temperance. So with this, there could be like, there's a move you want to make, a shift or a change, but there's going to be a lot of steps to go through before you can do this. You may have to go see or meet with people that you don't want to see or meet with. There could have been an argument or disagreement that kind of sparked some of this. Again, like going back to just one of the things we were just talking about, one of the scenarios that was coming up is, you know, if your family doesn't like your partner, they don't like your boyfriend, they don't like your girlfriend, or whatever, maybe there was a disagreement, or there will be at some point in June. Temperance is all about patience and compromise and balance, but it is coming up as the challenge. So, I mean, and with Righto in reverse, it is kind of like, you know, maybe speaking before you're thinking. It may be best to not go see someone until you've had a chance to cool off, or not discuss something until everybody's in a more level-headed frame of mind, I think. This could also be, though, just, it may be a challenge, though, to not make a move, to not kind of push forward with something, push forward with a relationship, push forward with getting legal representation, if it's like a will situation or probate situation, or it may be difficult to do that because you may really just like, I want to get this handled and I want to push ahead. But Temperance is saying it's probably not ruptures when this rune is around. Ruptures and further like damaging a situation are far more likely when this rune is in reverse. So if you can just kind of hold off for a little bit, gain some perspective. But yeah, this is also saying, Temperance is also saying that you will have to give up something to get something. And if you're stubborn and you don't want to do that, or if the other person is, it's not going to work. But so yeah, it's coming up as your challenge. So at some point in June, this is going to be like, I don't want to give this up. I shouldn't have to do this, or I shouldn't have to wait on this any longer, or I shouldn't have to cater to this person, or but it does seem like it's one of those situations you gotta weigh, like, how badly do I want this thing? So you may have to settle for less, or yeah, kind of do the thing where well, if you don't like the person I'm seeing, or you don't like my partner or whatever, then we'll just see each other, the two of us, we'll just, if it's a relationship you don't want to, because I always tell people, yeah, sometimes it's just somebody being, maybe, the family member being petty, but then other times it's like, maybe they're seeing something you're not seeing. So until you kind of figure that out, maybe just be like, yeah, well, I don't want to sever ties with you, or I don't want to sever with the family. So, I'll just come and see you, and that sort of thing. So that would be a compromise. Would it suck? Yeah, but I mean, sometimes that's the way things happen. If you want to keep all of those ties strong, or keep all of those ties connected it does seem like you're going to have to give something up in order to get something. But also just be patient with people. Maybe they'll come around. That's, you know, kind of the essence of temperance. Try not to act in extremes. Try not to act out of anger, because it's all about moderation as well. Tempering our extremes, our anger, or emotional responses, our extreme emotional responses to things. And it's not that you can't like kind of give vent to those alone or with other people or you know, but with your partner maybe, you know, kind of vent about what's going on. But yeah, maybe don't confront it or deal with it until you've been able to kind of simmer down a little bit, or to give the other person time to simmer down. The help that's going to be available, we do have the Two of Swords in reverse. So this is the end of a stalemate and a new beginning due to hidden things, secrets coming out. So whatever's hidden will be found. Because yeah, it's like the keep is being opened with Canis next to Pedro. What has been so diligently hidden is breaking loose, breaking open. This is all about breakthrough, new beginnings, and an opening. So I do feel like if you can take the advice here, meet the challenge here of, you know, moderating feelings a little bit, compromising, you can end a stalemate and stop having to feel like you have to be on guard around someone or something. It is going to help you, you know, maybe to reveal some secret feelings, to reveal, or someone else is revealing them, and that's what's going to kind of help you end this kind of standoff. Yeah, I think somebody's going to be sharing something with you that you didn't know was there. Now, for some of you, this could be, again, tangible, something tangible, money, property, information, feelings that you didn't know. And that's going to kind of bring this to a close. But because this is a help to you, yeah, it's either coming from someone else, but it could also be you doing those things, Gemini, being willing to share and open and share something that's been hidden, especially if it's the right thing to do. You know, it's like, well, this is going to bring this to an end, and I don't like this anxiety, and I don't like this nagging, and I don't like this this feeling, or constantly having to hide this. So yeah, you may be opening up and revealing something to allow this breakthrough to happen. You may be sharing your feelings for someone. Some of you. For some of you, this is not necessarily related to this situation. But yeah, you may be opening up and sharing your feelings for someone. A boyfriend or girlfriend or someone you've been dating. Or like maybe where you want something to go. What must be accepted in the month of June? We've got the Magician in the reverse. So yeah, you may at some point feel during the month that things are kind of out of your control. The Magician in reverse is kind of like things are just kind of rocking and rolling, and there's only so much I can do. You know, I can't put the stopper on it. I can't unring the bell. So this may be something that you set in motion, or more likely it's maybe something someone else has set in motion, and you just kind of, is saying whatever your goal is with this situation, it's still attainable. There may just be, again, a delay, maybe kind of slow down. Wait until the information is revealed that you need, because it does seem that that is coming if you're waiting on information, or if you need some sort of answer or someone to say that, you know, or share their feelings, or discover something. You may be waiting for someone else to discover, especially if it's a legal situation. You may be waiting for someone else to discover what's been going on behind closed doors, or what someone's been trying to hide. And you know, so yeah, I would, you know, definitely wait for that to come. It will probably come in the springtime, so that would be before June 21. I feel like for most of you, because we've got Canis up there, and that is a rune very much of spring. So yeah, it could be before June 20th or June 21, whatever day the solstice falls on this year. that you get this information, and then you're able to, again, kind of end the stalemate or make a move here. So yeah, don't be over eager to just push ahead, because I do feel like the outcome or the road will be smoother if you can moderate or temper that desire to do that, because the runes here are really good. The chaos seems, it's either temporary or it's an illusion. I think the chaos, you know, again, maybe a lot of you may be creating a little bit in your mind by thinking of scenarios, as air signs are apt to do. It's like, oh, you know, and always going to the worst case scenario. Oh my God, well, if this happens, this will happen. And it's like, I'm just seeing dominoes, like all of these thinking patterns in your head. And it's like, oh, if this happens and this happens, but that's, you know, you don't know that's what's going to happen, right? So, wait until you have tangible information, until you have, you know, an actual idea of what the real outcome is going to be. Try not to drive yourself crazy with suppositions, Gemini, in June, because, yeah, I do feel like maybe this feels a little bit more difficult because other people are maneuvering the things and you can't control it, and maybe it's something you feel like you should be able to control or you should have control over, but other people, for whatever reason, it either seems like they have the power or control, or it seems like they're gonna win. But I you know, and again, it's a general reading, it's gonna be different for all of you. It kind of depends on who's in the right or who's in the, what the information is, and you know, all of the particulars. Again, I can't see your specific circumstances from person to person, but yeah, I do think that this is a situation where the power will come back. You do have to just kind of, again, wait for it, be patient, know when to make your move. That's kind of the kind of thing that's shining through with this position here. Know when to make your move. Kind of goes along with the tempering too. Because yeah, acting out of anger, acting out of that emotional response is, it's going to make the situation worse, or just going to make it harder for you to pick up the pieces later. So step back, take a breath, and wait for the information you need to come. The outcome, we got the Ace of Coins. So again, money, an offer, a settlement, a financial new beginning for you. And you've got Legas here. So intuitively, you know this is meant for you. This is coming. Whether it's been stalled, whether it's been, you know, and maybe it is a business partnership and you had to kind of go back to the drawing board in June and figure some things out. Maybe it's like who's going to get what percentages, how we're going to split this up. But yeah, I feel like the outcome with Ace of Coins is very good. It is kind of figuring it out and going forward with a new deal. A new deal, a new financial beginning, a new job, a new opportunity. So if this is a position or a job opportunity, even like where, even a job you're already working in, where you feel kind of like you are, maybe it's a family run business and you kind of feel you're not part of the family, you're kind of like the odd, you feel like a fish out of water there, and you're kind of uncomfortable. It could just be that you're looking for work, and you got to wait until you find that right opportunity. And again, if something falls through and you feel like, man, why do I have to stay here? Or why am I stuck here? Why do I have to keep going to this place? How much longer is this going to go on? I do feel like you are getting a positive answer. You will get a new opportunity. And if any job falls through, any deal falls through in the month of June, there's a new one coming to replace it. And it's going to feel even better with Legas here. It's like, oh, this is exactly what I want to do. I thought it was that thing, right? Because that was the best available at that moment in time. But now it turns out this is the one. This is even better. So yeah, and temperance also is about a blessing. It's a blessing card. You know, you got your angels watching over you. And there's an angel on the Ace of Pentacles card too. So your angels are bringing you a new financial beginning, a new job, news of a payout. You know, if you are getting a payout or property or inheriting something, it is going to be like a totally new financial beginning. Maybe you'll be able to pay off some debt. You'll be able to move. It could be life-changing for some of you. This is not lottery. I get a lot of questions about the lottery. No, this is not winnings. This is more, you know, because you got to try to figure it out. You got to go meet with people and kind of hash things out, or, you know, find out some information before you can get it, or find the right fit before you can get it. But yeah, if it's an uncomfortable work situation, you are going to find a new opportunity in June, which will be a nice birthday gift for those of you that have been like, I just don't belong here. I feel like I don't fit in. I feel like I have to kind of hide my light or kind of hold back saying or expressing myself, which is really hard for a Gemini. You guys are known as communicators. So if you're feeling like you can't really say what you want to say or speak your mind or give your opinion on things, especially like maybe how projects should go, maybe that's actually part of your job and you're feeling, I don't know, censored in some way. I'm just kind of feeling like that energy for some of you. Then I do see that changing by the end of the month with a new beginning that's a blessing in career and money. So meet me over on Vimeo. Like I said, I'm going to shuffle the Ascended Masters. Want to see what more they can tell us about this situation, and what further wisdom they can glean on the situation. So that link again is below. I will see you over there. Thanks so much for stopping by, Gemini, and I will see you back here next time.